Welcome back to the Uprising Network. We are back with another movie review. This movie here, there was a lot of hype on the Twitter nets, and they said that this was a movie you had to see without saying it's a movie you had to see. It was a movie you had to see because it was so bad. It's one of the
bad. You hate to see it.
But it also fits the criteria of I've seen it on BET. And
Tyler Perry original.
Tyler Perry, ex Netflix original.
A Fall from Grace.
A Fall from Grace. We went into this movie not really knowing what it was about.
No, I just knew.
No clue.
I just knew it had something to do with a crime.
And that's her thing.
I love true crime.
That's her thing.
You should have saw me watching this. I wish we could have had tape. I was fucking.
We do need to do that one time.
Judge, jury, executioner on that one.
Like live. Now, we don't have to go step by step of what happened in the movie, because it's
wild.
It's wild.
The ending. We can't tell you too much because it really spoils the ending. Are we gonna spoil the ending?
Yeah, we're gonna spoil the ending.
Okay, never mind.
That's what they're here to see for. Fuck it. Everybody, I feel like everybody that's seen this movie. We're like the last two.
We're two ding dongs.
So now you have a rookie lawyer.
She's a fucking terrible lawyer.
She was not doing a good job.
I wouldn't want her to defend me for like a parking ticket because I'd go to fucking jail.
She was assigned a case where she's defending a woman who's who's been accused of murder, and she just initially she's like, "All right, you want to plead guilty?
Fuck it.
All right, fuck it. All right, sign this paperwork so I go on business."
And I was so angry. I was like, "You're not gonna even try to defend her?" Like, very point out, she didn't ask any questions. Like, did you do it? What happened? She was just like, "Oh, okay. You want a prison close to your son?
Yep.
I'll try."
Yep. She didn't ask any questions like, "Hey, okay, so I'm your attorney. What's going on? What happened that night? Let's try to. Did you do it? If you did, let's try to find maybe some kind of motive. Were you forced to do it? Was it some self-defense? Was it domestic violence?" She didn't get to none of that until about maybe like a nice chunk through the movie. She's like, "All right, let me do my job."
Yeah, she was really very against doing her job. She really fucking hated being a lawyer. She hated being a public defender, which I get. But like, girl, you went to college for law to study criminal law. You chose to be a defense attorney. You could have been a prosecutor. There's many different law degrees you could have. So I didn't understand why she hated her job. She sucked. Even when she was still trying to like defend her client, or she really didn't care. And it was weird that I knew the law better than she knew the law.
She was all into this movie.
Oh, I was
all in. Like,
I was
all in. Meanwhile, I'm sitting back like...
Barry didn't say one word. I was like, are you seeing this?
Like, this isn't as bad as I thought it might be.
It is as bad because there's continuity errors. There's one scene when Grace, I guess, is the Fall from Grace. It's like the main character is telling the story. Her wig is like one way. We cut to where like her back, her wig is straight up, and I'm like, what?
Bad wigs. Bad wigs to the movie.
Her husband had a wig on.
Yeah, and it was like, why? I don't understand why Tyler Perry decides to like put wigs.
Oh, Tyler Perry was in the movie. He had a wig on.
He had a wig on as well.
Why?
He had a wig up here. He had a wig down here.
That was a wig?
Yes. That wasn't his beard. Well, fooled her.
You got me, Tyler. Wow.
So through the movie, she's trying to figure out Grace is telling the story of how she met Shannon. I think his name was Shannon in the movie. How they met and how she's freshly divorced. She didn't really say if they got divorced or not.
They were divorced. She was divorced. She said that's why she wasn't. He assumed she was rich or something because her husband owned a mortgage company. Oh. And she said, I didn't get anything in the divorce. And then remember I said except that wig. She took the wig and her kid in the divorce.
Yeah. So essentially she was Stella got her groove back. She got her younger man. It was a very
May-December romance where we were like, she's way too old.
Way too old for this younger man. Definitely felt like a mother and son
for sure.
Type of dynamic. And it was always weird that he was like so forcefully like aggressive, like the way he was like pushy. In a sense of like, yo, I want to be with you. Yeah. I want to build. You know, I want to teach you things.
Fuck
you know, I want those type. He was like using that kind of lingo, like language with her, like giving her the dreamy eyes. You know what I'm saying?
It disgusted me.
You know,
I hate when men talk. Sorry. It just was so gross, and I was just like, this is not weird to her, but it was because she was like an older woman who was insecure about being alone. So she really bought into it. Not even, a month into them being married.
They never really give you a timeline.
It was weird. It felt really rushed. Mm-hmm. He's cheating on her. Hilariously cheating on her.
Before that, he
he
proposed without like even like going to her house.
In her house. They never slept together.
They never done anything together. It just showed them like went on one dinner date at a diner
that served wine.
Find
me that diner and I'll be there.
That was like that's like in Detroit, like a Coney Island serving like wine.
I would love that.
You know, okay, whatever.
Sure.
He took her to this place where like in a like a flower. I don't want to call it a garden.
I'm assuming it was the garden, a park
with like fireflies.
Yeah.
And he proposed to her, and immediately she said yes because she's desperate because she's looking to he touched this spark in her that she never felt before. Oh, no, excuse me, in 25 years she said specifically. And she was head over heels. And as soon as they got married, he flipped the fucking
like
switch.
that. My other favorite line is the ashtray, bitch.
Ashtray, which was
hardly any cursing.
It's hardly any cursing in the movie unless she when she got upset, she started cussing and stuff like that.
We saw pubes though. There were some pubes.
Oh, I didn't even see that part.
I saw his.
You were
pubes.
I
think more.
I didn't. No, when that naked scene popped, I was like, I didn't really look like.
And this was
at
me.
that
I'm
part
like,
of the
well,
I look at that part of the screen.
I did.
Yeah.
But so he's like verbally abusive. He's mentally abusive, emotionally abusive. Turns out he steals all her fucking money.
Yep.
Took out like a second mortgage on the house.
Second mortgage, stole money. She worked for a bank and he stole money out the bank
so
to a total of $750,000.
So much money.
And he never said what he needed the money for. But towards the end.
But she totally kills him.
She kills him.
She kills him for sure. So she's guilty of that. So she kills him, and then the shitty ass defense attorney.
Jasmine.
Her name's Jasmine. When she gets to trial, she puts the weirdest defense. So, like, I was telling Barry, normally in these situations, they're like, look, he was abusive. I had to do this because he drove me to do this. I'm not saying a good defense necessarily, but it's a believable defense. Yeah. No, this idiot's like, how do we know he's dead? There's no proof. She didn't kill him, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Didn't mention anything about stealing money or anything.
Never brought up any history of abuse, nothing.
They got it on camera and everything. Never brought it up.
Idiot defense attorney. So the whole time I'm just screaming. I'm like, girl, watch One Law and Order. What is happening? Mm-hmm. So she didn't do that. Instead, she didn't call any witnesses for real. She let the prosecution rest and the defense rest without cross-examining anyone. That irritated me.
Yeah. The most irritating part was the fact that once the trial was coming to a close.
Oh, they were at closing arguments. Then she tried to call some witnesses.
She tried to make it.
Something snapped in her. She's like, "Oh, I care that this woman's gonna be put to death."
Yeah, and the judge is saying like, "Yo, this is not how this works. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not the process."
And that made me so happy that I was like, "Thank you," because I just knew the judge was gonna be like, "Okay, Jasmine, now you care." Yeah. But the judge was like, "I will throw your ass in jail," and he did that.
He threw her in jail.
But then I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess the bitch is just going to go to jail. And
as she's getting walked out of the courtroom,
here's the Tyler Perry twist.
Oh, my God, this was the twist. As she's walking out of the courtroom, she notices that
her best friend
Rashad has a necklace on. I forgot what that's called. It's like a horn or a claw or something. I don't know.
It's an ugly necklace. I don't care what it's called.
And she notices, like, yo, my husband, the one that I just fucking killed, was wearing the same thing. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yo, I want to talk to my lawyer. That
works either.
Somehow, the lawyer decides, like, after the trial, that she wants to go, after she gets out of jail too, by the way. Yeah, she wants to go meet her with the best friend because she feels the best friend probably needs to be consoled and feel as bad as she does about it. So she shows up. She goes to the house. Cicely Tyson, who earlier in the movie, she's like peeking around the corner.
I thought she was a fucking ghost.
She didn't get acknowledged or anything.
I swear to God, it was a blink and you missed it type of thing. I was like,
for sure.
I thought she was a ghost. I was like, was she a ghost? Because they never addressed it.
Nope. So Cicely Tyson walking down the street with a bag. You didn't know what was in the fucking bag. I thought the money was in the bag.
I thought the money was in the bag.
But they never said what was in the bag. She packed a few groceries on the way out.
Fuck it, I gotta go.
Shuffling down the street.
God, they made Cicely, God bless her, it looks so bad.
No, what word did you use?
Dead? I don't know.
No, I said she looked wooden.
Okay, did she not? Have you ever seen Pocahontas, everybody? Do you remember that wooden woman in the trees that spoke to them?
She said Cicely Tyson looked wooden.
She did.
Which is hilarious.
And I think Cicely Tyson is normally beautiful, especially to be like damn near 100 years old. She looks great. Not in this movie.
That was funny. So Jasmine goes downstairs and notices that they have...
Not me.
They have like 10 women downstairs chained up.
Here's my thing. No one thought that was crazy. Like, for some reason, no, the cops didn't really acknowledge that. No one, like, if I just saw 10 women chained down looking fucked up, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm losing my mind. No, turns out the husband's not dead.
As soon as Jasmine sees, the
undead husband.
He's not dead. He just has a wrap around his head. He has 2 black eyes.
This black guy was terrible. She like fucking killed. She killed him. Like that man was dead. Yeah. Okay, like I'm sorry, but like
tie her up,
dead.
Put her in the bathroom, gag her.
Yep.
Then somehow the husband who is arrested in the middle of arresting someone.
Oh yeah, Jasmine's husband's a cop.
Yeah, he's a cop. Like, he gets a call saying like, "Hey, what are you doing? You should check your computer screen." All I did was show the woman's face on the screen. It didn't say like, "Yo, wanted" or anything like that.
Also, it doesn't even make sense. Like, how did she have a arrest record for what? They didn't acknowledge what that could be like several DUIs. Just because you know what I mean? Like, it didn't really make.
And how did they know to tell him how did they know to tell him, like, yo, check your screen about this woman? Because he wasn't part of the case or anything like that.
No, he wasn't. It's falling apart right here, you guys.
Falling apart.
We're realizing things.
Yeah, because, like, he's like, yo, check your computer.
He stops arresting this person. He literally
leaves him in handcuffs.
And just pulls off, which was hilarious. Because the guy's just like... okay. Well, not like that. It's more like...
Yeah, just stands there like, are we sure this is what we're going to do?
No.
So he ends up at the house, knocks on the door. She opens up saying, my wife is... He's like, yo, my wife is here. No, she's not here. He calls. He hears the phone. Kicks the door in. Goes downstairs.
What's he so silly? Why do you have to call her? Wasn't there a car in the front? If she drove?
No, because he dropped her off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She walked in the rain, yes. Like a dumb bitch. I hate her
like
so
it was
much.
like 2 doors down. But anyway.
Whatever.
And he kicked the door in, goes downstairs, notices the woman chained up, but he doesn't react to that.
Does not acknowledge it. He's looking for his wife, and I'm like, okay, but what about these women?
He sees his wife in the bathroom, tied up or whatever. Next thing you know, the husband, who turns out to be the son of the best friend, they get into a scuffle and drops the gun. Jasmine ends up getting the gun because she breaks away and whatever and shoots him. Bow. And
he's dead for real this time.
The police finally show up, and next thing you know, all these women starts coming out.
They paraded those bitches.
Yeah, which I'm like, that would really fucking
Barry said that would never fucking happen. I'm like, they have these women who just got
barely walking, malnourished,
hilariously
dirty,
chained up to each other. Like, not even like a little schmata over their arms.
No, they give them no blanket. Like, it's raining outside.
Fuck it, you're free, bitch.
Yeah.
So it turns out the mom and her son were scamming old women, and the movie starts with like this woman killing herself, which they didn't explain to that moment. Somehow it's weird they like try to piece things together, which didn't make sense. Like that was never explained. Like I guess the son was like an artist, so he was stealing work from one of them, and I don't fucking care, nor do I get it. So she gets acquitted, and the fucking newscast is like, or the news crew is like, Grace, I don't know if I can remember her last name, is acquitted due to the brilliance of her lawyer. I'm like, this bitch should be disbarred. She's fucking terrible. She doesn't even know how closing arguments work.
Lawyer had absolutely
nothing. If anything, I think because the woman had the little necklace on, she did it to herself. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, the final twist at the end. So everyone's happy.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird because, I guess there's no real justice if you think about it.
There's no real justice. Now, the thing about it is when the police officer kicked the door in, he arrested Stacy, the best friend.
Sarah.
And was it Sarah? Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah.
She's an old lady. It's Sarah.
Sarah. He arrested her, and then he just went downstairs
to get his wife.
To get his wife. Now, while he went downstairs, Sarah stepped out the back door, and they show her, I guess, change her identity, and she goes.
She's about to do it all over again.
About to do it all over again in a nursing home.
It kind of is weird because it kind of falls apart. That doesn't really make sense because, I mean, I guess she could do fraud before her son was born. But it made it seem like he was like fucking these old women and then taking their money.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't really do that without a partner, right?
Right.
Tyler.
And the fact that her son was actually killed this time. And
yeah.
She just went on about her business.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say Barry said this movie wasn't that bad, and I think he's a liar.
No. As we were watching it, I said it wasn't that bad. Now, once the twist happened, it turned into a whole different movie.
The tone.
The tone of the movie changed totally. It was more dramatic, barely dramatic.
It wasn't. It just wasn't good.
And then once that
it turned from a law drama to like a horror
suspense movie. Like it was like it literally felt like two totally different movies. Once the conviction was turned over, and it was like she realized that the best friend was and all. It was like, okay, what the fuck are we watching right now? Like it felt totally different. So I
hated it.
She hated it. Okay. I've seen plenty of Tyler Perry movies in my day. I've definitely seen more of them than
I have.
Than
he wants to admit.
Then I want to admit for sure. There we go. That finished the thought for me. So it's like now. Speaking of a Tyler Perry production, Boo, the Halloween movie, was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. 1 and 2 were one of the top 5 worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
I've had the pleasure of seeing a
Now,
movie.
The thing about this movie is, out of some, we were hearing so much about it online, and the fact this movie was done in 5 days.
It shows. It shows that it was written in 5 days for sure.
But, I've seen worse movies that took longer to make.
They made the 2 lead actresses share one coat.
Yeah.
They made them share one coat.
She noticed that.
I was like, that's a nice Ann Taylor Loft coat. And then I said, wait a minute. This woman is wearing the same coat.
Yep.
So they could only afford one coat.
Yeah.
One wig for everyone.
Tyler Perry
is a bitch.
Wow. Now, I respect Tyler Perry because he has this fan base, this demographic who will ride with him no matter what he puts out. Okay?
So did Hitler.
I'm not comparing fucking Tyler Perry. Because Tyler Perry is not hurting anybody. People are seeing these movies by choice. Hitler, on the other hand,
I don't know, man.
We don't have to go there. But people are watching these Tyler Perry movies by choice. Now, he is cutting corners by he created his own studio and he's saving money.
It's so weird because at first I was like, oh, cool. He made his own studio. Now I'm like, oh, boy.
And he's just knocking these movies out. Bam, 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 bam. And I saw a video he had posted on, I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram or something, but he has like...
The writing room of only him? All those scripts?
Yeah, all the stories that's getting ready to come out. He has a bunch of others that's getting ready to come out.
Yep.
It's like, damn, bro, you can knock all these movies out in a month.
Me and Barry are in for a long season, guys. Because I'm like, yeah, it shows that you don't have anyone writing because these are threadbare plots.
It's bad. Tyler... he said that he used to have a writing room, I guess in the earlier movies when... were pretty good.
They
like Diary of a Bad Black Woman. I stand by that. That was a really good movie.
Bad.
Or Why Did I Get Married?
Not the worst.
Them type of movies. It was like,
Those are okay. Those are okay.
But he said it was the worst, like creative process because he had so many other hands in the pot.
Or... Did he have people saying like, Tyler, this ending doesn't make sense for this movie?
Fuck it.
Didn't. He's like, you're fired. I think it was more of that, of a controlling thing. That I'm like, clearly you can't take constructive criticism. Because if you had, I don't know, 10 more people helping you with this, maybe it'd be an okay movie. But the actors should have shared one coat.
And we saw this movie based on the hype of like shitting on it. We said, yo, we gotta see this movie and talk about it.
I was literally texting Barry like, please.
And I wouldn't have saw it if it wasn't for her.
Please. I'm about to sneeze real quick. Hold on. Excuse me, thank you.
You guys, she's crying because of it.
Oh, I'm so emotional. I feel affected for sure. No, that movie, I just don't like Tyler Perry. There's just something about him I just don't like. I feel like a lot of his movies aren't that good, and they're a bit predictable. I couldn't have predicted the ending.
No,
I will say that.
We cannot.
I did not see this one coming.
Midway, I said, all right, what do you think is about to happen?
I thought
we were wrong.
Someone was going to be punched with HIV. No, I said I don't think he's dead. By the way, that this is going.
Yeah, but that was after we said that, though. I said that she was feeding the man to the
fucking yes, you did. Oh my god!
Women. I thought she was feeding the man. Sister Tasha was tiptoeing around. I thought like
cannibalism
like
plot.
What is going on? I thought she was. But either way, that would have turned the tone of the movie as well.
Yep.
Now, so what? My thought wasn't so far fetched. Okay. But I thought she was feeding him to the other people that was in the house.
I said I don't think he's dead. Oh no, I thought Felicia Rashad's character. I thought they were fucking. I was like, oh, she's fucking him. He's not dead. I wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't know they were mother and son.
And
even when they were revealing it,
it made it seem romantic. Yeah. They were like holding hands. Yeah, I was like
eye gazing. It made it seem like they were messing around with each other.
Like that she knew that he was just taking like naked pictures of her. I was like, oh, they're fucking, and I'm like,
super strange.
You know what? They still might have been fucking. Just put it in there. I don't care.
Super strange.
They were doing it. Okay, that movie wasn't good.
So
big shock.
Out of 5,
I always forget the scale.
5 is.
I got to hook up part 2, right? The worst of the worst. The best of the worst.
The best of the worst.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Give it a 4.
I really didn't like this movie.
Okay, I'm not really feeling either way. I'm a 3.
Okay.
I'm a 3. I don't feel like it was terrible. I don't feel like it was great. It was.
There were scenes where we could see the script.
Yeah, like the judge was reading the script. And
we could see the highlighted things.
Yeah.
I'm very angry at Barry right now because I'm like, that's bad.
I give it a 3. Like, I really want to see like the behind the scenes of like.
We did see the behind the scenes. We saw that script on the table.
Yeah, but I want to see like the making of the movie. I want to see that. Like, I want to see if Tyler Perry. I highly doubt Tyler Perry makes making the movie documentary behind the scene.
That.
Like,
God, I would die.
I want to see the process. You know,
I do
the
too.
makeup process, the wig
process.
You know, wardrobe. I would love to see the process of making a Tyler Perry film in 5 days. Can you believe that? Like, if I said, hey, Monday morning we're gonna start the movie, and by Saturday we having a wrap party.
The wrap parties. Get the crew to take passed out in the past apps. No, I could not imagine that.
What are some positives you took from this movie?
I like that coat. I thought it was actually a very cute coat that they shared. The main character had beautiful hair, like the defense attorney. She had a gorgeous wrap that I was like, damn, her hair is nice. Oh, I did like that black woman's in bed with her hair wrapped. Her hair was wrapped. I noticed that. I was like, huh.
Yes, you did.
The other main character, Grace, she had a huge home. I liked the house.
Really big fucking house.
Huge house.
Really big house.
What else did I like?
It clearly had nothing to do with the acting, the way it was shot, nothing. She's talking about like hair, the house.
I didn't say all hair. I just said her wrap, that coat,
the coat,
one house.
She's not talking about nothing that has anything to do with necessarily the making of the film or what made the film. No. So she's reaching for things to find positive.
I'm just trying to be positive.
I can't find anything positive about it, but I'm not shitting on
Oh, I had to pull from my ass.
But you were more invested into the movie than I was. She was like talking like it just exactly like she is right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she was watching the movie.
And you know what?
I was the same.
I will say one
reserved.
positive thing. I did like that the judge was like, absolutely not. You cannot do this. Because I was like, I know they're about to turn. Now that she's showing like passion, they're like, all right, whatever.
It's about to turn to a Disney special.
But I like that they're like, no, bitch, you will go to fucking jail if you don't stop. I was like, oh hell yeah, contempt of court. I did like that. I did enjoy that. Okay, so one positive. They stuck to that. And I will say Tyler Perry's character was irritating, but I did like him dunking on her at the end. And he's like, you were a dumbass and you deserve to be in jail. And you're a bad lawyer. And I'm like...
He did give her the head nod after, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He gave her, like, good job.
She
didn't do shit!
She didn't do a good job. I hated that movie.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is I've Seen on BET. Who knows what episode this is. We gonna keep this going. So apparently there are people who really enjoy our reviews, and
don't say apparently. These are fun.
Excuse me, not apparently. I'm sorry. I don't want to downplay ourselves, but there are people who enjoy our reviews. People have told me this, like personally. Like, I don't get a lot of personal people saying like, "Hey, I enjoyed that," but when it comes to me and Jasmine, for some reason. And then people leave comments. Oh. People don't always leave comments on my stuff.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Yeah, so with this, people are enjoying this. There is definitely a market for people that come to shit on low-budget movies that possibly be seen on BET.
We got to start doing some Hallmark ones for diversity.
Yeah.
For diversity. Don't worry. There's some bad ones there, too.
Yeah. Because we are shitting on all black movies.
I mean, because what else is on
It's got to be, like, it's a lot of them Lifetime movies.
Oh, I love Lifetime movies. We could do that, too. They're fucking nuts. Have you ever...
Yes.
Oh, I love Lifetime.
Plenty of times.
I think that's where it started. Me like bad Lifetime movies.
Absolutely. My mom used to have like be taking Bogart the TV on a Sunday.
I'm like, she is too young. That's one of my favorite ones.
Mom, we have to watch this.
No, yeah, we might do.
And she spent a day. They had the movies coming on back to back.
It's a Lifetime movie. Oh yeah, it's a Sunday thing. Lifetime movie marathon.
Absolutely.
And then there's one whole network. It's the Lifetime Movie Network. I used to watch it all the time.
So we gotta start shitting on some white movies.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Fuck it. She's Too Young coming next. I love that movie. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, so until next time, keep supporting the network. Keep watching us. We got a few of these coming. We got this. If you haven't seen any other ones, go back and check those out.
Some holiday specials in there too.
If you have some more recommendations, I know somebody did have a recommendation, but we didn't catch it. We didn't watch it yet, but we will at some point.
I've got a couple of recommendations too.
And boom.
That's it.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.